Street plays the music, y'all. Hey, yeah. From the garden to the flood, from the promise to the dream, we gonna tell that Genesis story, blue style. God made it all. He spoke the light, watched darkness fall. Sun, moon, and stars began to shine. Fish in the waters, fruit on the vine. Formed a man from dust and clay, breathed in life, the first light of day. He said it's good and took his rest. From nothing to something, the world was blessed. In the sun and moon, from dust to life, His Spirit moved that creation groove, the holy news. Oh, now Adam and Eve in the garden stay, walk with God in the cool of day. But that serpent whispered, smooth and sly, said, eat that fruit, you'll never die. They took one bite, their eyes were wide, felt the shame they tried to hide. God said, child, what did you do? And the curse began to roll on through. In the beginning, man fell down, lost his crown on cursed ground. But God still spoke, said, my promise is true. One day I'll crush that serpent too. Cain brought crops, Abel brought lamb. The Lord had favor for the righteous man. Jealous heart, a field of stone. First blood cried out, first brother gone. The Lord said, sin's crouching near, but do what's right, don't give in to fear. Mark on Cain, the mercy too. Even in judgment, God came through. Mercy in the midst of the fall, yeah, yeah. Wicked men fill the earth with wrong, violence everywhere, no righteous song. But Noah found grace in the sight of God, built that ark when the ground was soft. 40 days, the rain poured down, mountains drowned, no dry ground. Then the dove came back with an olive leaf. God's rainbow spoke His peace relief. In the flood, He washed it clean, showed His promise in color seen. Said never again will the waters rise. His mercy shines across the skies. Now people gathered, proud and tall, said we'll build a tower that touches it all. Brick on brick, their hearts were vain, but God confused their tongue and brain. Scattered the nations far and wide. Pride came down, no place to hide. Said man can't climb up on my throne. There's only one name stands alone. God called Abram from his land, said look to the stars, that's what I planned. I'll bless your seed, make nations rise. Walk before me, keep your Through faith he moved through desert sand. God's promise strong, his guiding hand. From Isaac born, the blessing grew, 'cause Abraham believed what God would do. Walk by faith, not by sight. Hold that promise through the night. From the barren womb till blessings new, that's the faith-filled Genesis blues. Two boys wrestling, brothers torn. One stole birthright, the other won. Jacob ran, but met the Lord at Bethel's gate with angels stored. He wrestled God till morning came. Got a lamb and a brand new name. From trickster's life to chosen line, God's mercy crossed the family sign. Now Joseph dreamed of stars and grain. His brothers laughed, full of pain. Sold that boy to Egypt's ground, but the Lord turned it all around. From prison bars to Pharaoh's side, God's wisdom lifted, truth supplied what they meant for harm. God turned it good to save his people, just like he would. In the beginning, he made it all new. From Eden's fall to a dream come true. Through flood and fire, his promise stayed. The scarlet line through faith was laid. The Genesis story sung in blues. From the serpent's lie to the covenant news. He's the God of mercy, faithful and true. Yeah, I'm singing them Genesis blues. Yeah, street there's music. From dusk to dawn, from promise to proof. Yeah, street the music, y'all. We going down to Egypt where the chains are tight, but the Lord's about to show his power and light. This is the Exodus story, the freedom blues. God's people groaning under Pharaoh's hand. 400 years in a foreign land. Whips and labor, cruel command. Crying to the Lord for a promised plan. He heard their cry, saw every tear. Said, I'm sending Moses, deliverance is near. The bush burned bright but was not consumed. God said, go now, I'm coming soon. Let my people go, said the Lord to Pharaoh. When God says move, there ain't no chain that can hold his children again. Moses said, Pharaoh, the Lord done spoke. But Pharaoh's heart stayed hard as old. The Nile ran red, frogs filled the land. Gnats and flies by the Lord's own hand. Livestock died and the boils came down. Hail and fire tore Egypt's ground. Darkness fell for 3 long days, but God's light shined on his people's way. Let my people go. You can't stop what the Lord will show. He breaks the pride, he parts the sea. He said, said, take a lamp and paint the door. Blood'll keep the angel from your floor. That night it came, the cry was loud. Pharaoh wept through the midnight shroud. Go on, get out, he said with fear. God's mighty hand was crystal clear. They took the gold, took bread with haste. Freedom song on their lips they placed. Yeah, the lamb's blood saved that night. They reached the sea, no place to run. Pharaoh's army under the sun. When Moses raised that staff up high, God split the waters on either side. Walls of water, dry path made. His people walked through unafraid. When Pharaoh followed with prideful stride, that sea came crashing, Egypt died. Dry and bare, the people grumbled, said we got no fare. But manna fell and water flowed. God's provision on the dusty road. A cloud by day, a fire by night. Led 'em onward through the fight. He gave his law on Sinai. Thunder rolled and the mountain cried. Moses climbed that mountain tall, came down shining with the law. 10 commandments carved by flame, the holy covenant in God's name. But down below the people sinned, built a calf with a golden grin. Moses broke those tablets clean. Said you forgot what the Lord done seen. Don't turn back to chains again. Remember where you've been. From Egypt's night to Sinai's flame, the Lord still calls your name. God said, build me a house of praise, a tent of meeting for all your days. Ark of covenant, lampstand bright, bread of presence and holy light. When Moses finished and glory fell, the fire of God in Israel, he led them on by his great hand to the promise of a holy land. That's the Exodus blues, yeah. The Exodus blues. Street as music. Chains fall, waters move. The Lord still walks his children through that Exodus blue. Yeah, street version. Yeah, street version music, y'all. This one's about holiness, where the fire burns and the mercy flows. Yeah, it's the book of Leviticus, the holy ground blues. The Lord called Moses from the tent so bright, said, tell my people how to walk in the light. Bring your offerings clean and pure, for sin and guilt I'll make you sure. Burning grain, peace and dove, all laid down in covenant love. Every drop, every spark that flew said the holy God still lives with you. Step on holy ground, take your shoes off, bow down from the altar fire to mercy's tomb. You can feel that Leviticus blues. Aaron and his sons got the holy call, dressed in linen robes, standing tall. Anointed oil ran down their face, ordained by God for the holy place. Blood on the ear, the thumb, the toe said, be set apart everywhere you go. Between the veil and the mercy seat, God's glory and grace would meet. Step on holy ground, where His presence can be found. From the priestly robes to the incense fumes, you can feel that Leviticus blues. Yeah, sin brings death, that's what it caused, but mercy found what sinners lost. The spotless lamb, the scapegoat too, carried our guilt till the camp was through. Day of atonement, priests went in blood for the people, covering sin. One day each year the nation prayed till Jesus came and the price was paid. Yeah, the blood made a way. Foul, don't touch what's wrong. Stay clean in heart, keep your spirit strong. Wash your hands, wash your soul. God's people walking holy and whole. Leprosy, childbirth, and every rule. Holiness ain't just Sunday school. Clean inside, clean outside too. God said, be holy like I am to you. Step on holy ground, where His glory's all around. From the tent of meeting to the desert dunes, you can feel that Leviticus blues. Love your neighbor as yourself. Don't cheat, don't lie for wealth. Keep your word, show the poor some grace. Fear your God in every place. Don't follow idols, don't curse His name. Live set apart, don't live in shame. The Lord said, walk in what is true, 'cause I'm the God who rescued you. Step on holy ground, where His mercy's all around. Through law and love His voice rings true. You can feel that Leviticus blues. Feasts of trumpets, booths and bread, days of rest and sacred spread. Sabbath year, let the land lie still. Trust in God, do His will. Jubilee came, the debts were gone. Freedom shouted all day long. God said every 50 years anew, I'll make all things right for you. Yeah. The fire burns, the smoke ascends, the holy laws that never end. Grace in every drop of blood, mercy flowing like a flood. Step on holy ground, let that glory sound. From the priest's cry to the trumpet tune, we still sing that Leviticus blues. Flame to the mercy seat, where heaven and earth still meet. God said, be holy, for I am too. That's the Leviticus blues. Yeah, the Leviticus blues.